Hey friends, Min here from On a Stamp Page with another sneak peek for the Pay It Forward YouTube Crafters video hop. We are going to be hopping this Saturday, May 16th, and the hop is sponsored by MHK Designs. There's going to be a digital prize as well as a physical prize, and both are open internationally. So here's a little sneak peek at the digital prize that's being offered. It's this digital stamp set plus the papers. And this week I'm showing you different creations that I've done in Photoshop using this digital stamp set. And the papers I designed so that they would go with the colors of the hop. Today I'm going to use this little medallion and the Thinking of You images from the set for the card. And you'll notice that the papers have one special white paper as well. So this is the card that I'm going to show you how I created. This is using the medallion, and I did some texturing of the background, and I used some brushes to color in, and I used these brushes called dark stains. So I'm going to show you how I created this. So I started with a 5.5 by 3 3/4 panel so that I can layer it onto an A2 card. And I created a new layer and I made it black so that I can start creating a border for my panel so that it's easier to cut out, and it already has that matted look. After I did the black, I added a new layer and I created a white rectangle. And this is going to be my background of my panel. In order to give it some more depth, I added a gradient overlay. And I also added texture. So to do that, I went into the layer, I chose this wood grain texture, and then I did a gradient overlay, and I don't have it all the way up at 100%. I have it a linear, and you can see what the different types of overlays would look like. I liked the way the linear looked the best. And if you notice where it says opacity, I'm only at 89% so that you can see that wood texture behind. So after I had my panel textured and colored, I went in and I added the medallion image from the stamp set, and I resized it, and then I put it exactly where I wanted it. I decided I wanted it really big so that you could just see part of it, as so that it was more of like a huge focal centerpiece. So after I did that, I added a strip of black across where I'm going to add my sentiment, because I wanted to make sure that I had that reserved. And I put my sentiment in and I made it white so that you could see it. And I added a stroke so that the thinner font would show up better on that black panel. I like the way that the white looks on top of the black. So here I am showing you how I did that. After I did this, I went in and I started coloring in the image. I made my layers go behind the medallion, and I started with brown, and I just added a couple of layers of the brown because I didn't want to give it a fully brown look. I still wanted it to look distressed, and I wanted that purple and pink to peek through. So then I did the orangish yellow around the center, and I love how the pink is peeking through so that it looks like it's something that had been painted on and was coming undone. I went for a sunflower look, so I did some bright yellow, as you can still see those distressings from the pink and purple behind. And then I went in with some green to make it look kind of like leaves. I like the way that the yellow and the green kind of fade together. And then finally on the outside, I decided to do a blue color. And I just love the way these bold, bright colors look with this vintage image. It kind of reminds me of kind of like a 1960s hippie-ish vibe, and I'm kind of living for it. So yeah, I really love all of these different areas. And on the card that I created with these, I ended up highlighting some of these sections with glitter, and you'll see that card later. Thanks so much for stopping by today to see this sneak peek at some things for the Pay It Forward video hop. I really hope you join us this Saturday, May 16th. Thanks so much again, and I will see you later. Hugs and happy stamping, friends. Bye.